You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's something mounts with the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Lake's Path. That's right, y'all, we're jumping right back into Lake. Oh. Anyway, y'all, alarm saying you are up, and let's go. Alright. I nod, but I don't get up. Neither of us move, leaning on each other, looking at the moon, bright on the night sky, like a lighthouse lantern leading us to the shore. Play on, Rune. I wade through a sea of students in the cafeteria, supper plates in paw, careful not to step on anyone. Staff have set the place up for the film. Tables hug the walls and cushions lay about the floor. The gleaming projector screen casts a cool glow into the room. So, what's this film again? Oh, his new app, yes! Oh, his new version. Okay. I sit down on a cushion beside Lake, passing them their plate. Maybe check the schedule. Ooh, that looks good. Thanks. They take a huge bite of his sandwich and immediately went, struggling to chew it down. Ah, strong! Lake makes a show of fanning himself, maw hanging open. Jeez, what's in that? They flail their paw towards a bottle of water. I pass it to them and they chug it down, soaking the collar of their shirt with a runoff in the process. After much turmoil, they finally swallow and settle down, sniffling. Horseradish, I think, and a lot of it. Remind me next time to look before I eat. Oh, Lake, what a him... Thembo? Is that like a them boy? How do you describe someone who can figure out astrophysics but not pasta? Anyway, what were you saying? What film is this? Look around for a moment, as if the answer is somewhere in the room. Actually, I don't know. It's not a big deal. No film beats good company. Well, you're right, but a good film plus good company can be nice too. True, yeah. I can make a list of some films for us to watch if you want. That's a cute idea. I'd like that. Sounds nice. I'm still curious what's playing, though. If it's something you don't like, we can always go and start working through that list now. Working through the list already? Maybe I'm overthinking this, but even just a paw full of films will add up to a lot of hours. Does Lake really want to spend that much time together? I'm imagining them now, those cozy nights. We're curled up under a blanket with some film playing on my laptop, sipping on cups of hot chocolate, waiting until the probably disastrous cake in the oven finishes baking. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. The thought is achingly sweet, but the real line is already here. Alright, for now, let's stick around and see, okay? Sure. At least the supper looks good, aside from that. Chemical weapon. They push the horseradish-laden sandwich away from the rest of their food with their fork. Well, tell me you're not going to eat it. I will. That sandwich and I just need some time apart. I take the chance to look at the food myself. Looks like a rocket and beetroot sandwich, and a pie with chocolate cashew cream. Nice. I take a bite of the sandwich myself. It's indeed heavy on the horseradish, but still pretty good. Lake shoves a big chunk of pie into their maw. Oh, you've got a little, here, let me. I wipe off a little dot of cream from their snout. Thanks. I'm guessing it's good, huh? Really good. Haven't you said that every supper? Maybe. Like a sugar fetish. May I remind you who was lusting after my cake earlier? It looked good! What were you gonna eat? What, were you gonna eat the whole thing yourself? No. I'm not convinced. Maybe. That's what I thought. You didn't ask. I had to ask you. As long as you ask, you can have a piece of my cake any day. Wait. We both crack up, apparently embracing our inner 12-year-olds. Yeah, I think we both could use a good laugh. Things have been pretty heavy today, especially for Lake. It seems like they're doing okay now, but I'm not sure if it's true. It's hard to believe that they're all bubbly and carefree so soon after splitting with Torolf. But maybe that's just Lake being Lake. I suppose I'll find out. Well, you're lucky I like sweets. Oh, why's that? Like I said earlier, you're a sweetheart. Oh, you dork. Before I can finish my thoughts, the lights blink out. The images flash across the projector screen. Oh, it's starting! We're watching Silent Hill. Lake puts down their pie and leans on my shoulder, half supporting himself from falling down, half keeping me from leaving. I place an arm around them, holding them steady. The film blares to life. Rich, weighty synthesizer chords ring out, reverberating around the room, one then another, like waves crashing onto the shore. Oh my god! What is it? It's him! Who? No, the film! Him! The one I was telling you about yesterday! Oh, the one about the guy falling in love with an AI? That that one? Oh, so her. What do you think? Should we stay for it? Well, it's really special to me for a lot of reasons. It's bittersweet, too, though. I feel like a parting hug from someone you love. Feels like a parting hug from someone you love, if that makes sense. Oh. Is now a good time to watch it? I'm not sure, but you might as well see it while you're here. It's worth your time, I promise. Does that mean you're leaving? Lake closes the gap between us, snuggling up to my side. I put my arm around them, and they inch even closer. I guess not. Oh, yeah, I would never. You know, we could be a little bit closer. How do you mean? How about we just try something, and you tell me if it's okay? Sure. Plops face in lap. Of good. Lake climbs into my lap and leans back. Oh my. Shifting their weight forward so they can rest their head on my chest. This is nice. I figured you'd say that. I brush a little burr caught on the lion's mane, a token from our trip to the forest. They still smell like the woods, with faint notes of aspen and birch in their fur atop the scent of fresh citrus. I'm still getting used to how soft their fur is, soft and sweet. I don't think I'll ever get tired of petting them. You comfy? Yeah, you? More than ever. Good. Pay attention, okay? It's a good one. Cuties in the limelight. City lights blink in the hazy darkness. The wind is cold and fierce at this height. I shiver at your side, and you put your head on my shoulder. It's just you and me, but that's enough. Credits roll. As Devin turns on the lights, students yawn and stretch around us, the crowd returning to the real world. Hey! Lake sits up and turns to face me. What'd you think? Wow, that was really good. Oh yeah? Whew, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I figured it'd be good since you like it, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It is! What'd you like about it? It caught me off guard. It's funny at first. I had trouble taking it seriously, but maybe that was the point. I think that's why it works so well for me. Like, all the humor and the absurd premise are just a setup for a gut punch. Or a series of gut punches, actually. Is it an absurd premise? Well, I guess it wouldn't be if we had smarter AI. I don't think TalkGPT is going to do anything like that anytime soon, so it just sounds silly right now. Absurd or not, though, it still works, and I see why you like the soundtrack, by the way. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. It's by the Barcade Fire, if you know them. Really? I wouldn't have guessed. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm a fan, so I wasn't expecting all the chill ambient stuff. They composed it with the same person who wrote the string parts for the Deflector, so that's cool. Not much of an ambient listener? No, not really. I tend to like stuff that's more singable, like Werewolf Weekday or From Ottawa. Okay, so that's 3 artists I know they listen to. Good start. Not a lot, but better than 0. I don't think I've ever heard you sing before. Really? You haven't heard me belting Dancing Yeen before? No? Huh. I was so drunk I figured the whole dorm must have heard me. Paba seems like the right sort of music to sing during drunk karaoke. Drunk karaoke? We should do it then when we get back. Oh, I don't know. I'm not much of a singer. You'll be fine. With enough alcohol, everyone's a good singer. I don't know if I agree with that. Just kidding. I still think it'd be fun, though. We can ask everyone else if they want to join. I haven't heard Jorgen sing before. I mean, normal sing, not scream sing. I bet he has a nice voice. I'll have to think about it. I'll admit it does sound fun. How about the film, by the way? What was it like rewatching? Well... Lake deflates, the snout drooping toward the floor. Maybe you were right to ask if it was a good time to watch. I didn't really expect it to hit so hard. Now I'm all up in my feelings. Aw, don't you want to talk about it? Can we go outside first? I could use some air. Sure. We step out onto the terrace into the cool blue night. A thick layer of snow extends out to the tree line, gleaming in the moonlight. The distant snow looks pristine, except that a single path of prints. Hoof prints? It's hard to tell. Breaks the smooth surface, forging onto the forest ahead. Hoof prints. Weird. Who's out there? It's really cold. Second, water time. Alrighty, y'all, and we are back. Okay. I try not to think about it. I have more important things to worry about. Lake steps out to the edge of the terrace and sits down, their legs dangling above the snow. I grab the spot next to them. So, what's on your mind? Ah. The lion heaves a deep, shaky sigh, sending a cloud of vapor off into the breeze. It's endearing, their timidness in their big eyes, all their emotions plain to see in them. A desire to protect them arises in me, a fire spreading to my arms, aching to close around the lion and hold him tight. Hey, come here. Lake moves closer, their paw again finding mine. I rub small circles into the fur of my thumb, and their breathing grows steadier, like a windstorm clearing up. I'm here for you. Thanks. It's okay if you're not ready to talk about it, though. No, I want to. It's just hard, that's all. They stay silent for a while, their eyes trained on the paw full of stars visible through the cloud cover. Starry-eyed lion. So, the film got me thinking about handling real things, real emotions, real people, I mean. I'm awful at that. I'm great at making things up, though. That and pretending that things are all great and cool, even if they aren't. I'm pretty sure that's how I get by. Pretending works for a while, but when it comes to relationships, it's not sustainable. It never lasts. I learned that from Torolf. From being with Torolf, I mean. If with is even the right word. I needed what we had to mean something to him. I had this vision of how things would go if he felt the same way. If he cared as much as I did, but that's all that was. A vision. Looking back, we never had anything in the first place. I made that up, too. He had me, and I had this fantasy. Lake's voice breaks at this, as if too weak to carry the weight of their words. I've never heard them sound so defeated. Partners, hookups, even friends, I always think they're someone they aren't. That, or I think they have something they don't. I feel like I'm just fated to pretend, to turn whomever I've fallen for into a character that suits me. They're picking themselves apart. It's like every doubt is forcing its way out of them at once. I don't know if I can trust myself to say the right thing, but I can't just sit here. It hurts too much to see Lake hurting like this. You know you're not being fair to yourself. Your past mistakes don't define who you are, and they certainly don't justify calling yourself awful at handling reality either. Besides, you can't take all the blame. If Trolf knew you wanted something different, he could have said something. No, you're right. He could have. I'm sorry. I know I'm being a downer. It's okay, Kitty. I'm here for you, remember? Kitty? Why the hell did I just say that? Where did that come from? Oh, sorry. Hey, it's all good. Kinda like it, actually. You can call me that if you want. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what came over me. I can't say I've ever said that before. I'm just that special, huh? We both crack up, our laughter carrying out in the snowy landscape. It's good to have at least a moment's levity. I just hope it'll stop them from spiraling any further. You know, everything I said before still worries me. When I fall for someone new, it all comes flooding back. Fall for someone new? I feel like I'm standing at the threshold of something big. It's as if I'm atop the crest of a tall mountain, seeing vast new territory ahead of me. But it's a long, long way down. My pulse quickens in anticipation. I like you a lot, Carvine. So much it scares me. I still worry that this you that I adore isn't all you. But the thing that gives me hope is how willing you are to bare your soul to other people. In spite of all my worries, I feel like I know the real you. That's what's so special about you. Well, one of many things, really. It all just makes me so afraid of losing you. Without a second thought, I close the gap between us, pressing my snout to theirs. They melt into the kiss, wrapping their arms around me tightly as my paw runs to their mane. I'm lost in them, in a world of soft fur, wrapped in a moment I'd carry into eternity. I break the kiss, and I can't suppress the widest grin spreading across my snout. They're smiling, too, then giggling, and soon we're both losing it like children, sharing the warmth of the moment. Wait. Carvine, was that your first kiss? Oh, I think so, yeah. And right now, there's no one I would rather have shared it with. Aw, I'm honored then. That was sweet of you. Just ask first next time, okay? Ah, my bad, I didn't mean... Oh, no, it's okay. It's just if you do, I'll make it even better for you. Lake, I'm like putty in their paws, I swear. So easy to fluster. Oh, by the way, I was wondering, can I stay in your room tonight? Yep, alright, I'm gonna pause it right there. Oh yeah, I got some big things in the next episode, I bet. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!